Yo, listen up, it's time for a tale about a podcast that'll leave you frail. Hard way wrestling coming at you raw, bringing the heat, breaking every law. They drop the truth, no holds barred, talking smack, getting you hyped up hard, calling out the fakes, exposing the lies. Hard way wrestling taken by surprise. Hard way wrestling coming to your city. Nothing but realness, nothing but grit. Going down a gauntlet, making them mark. Hard way wrestling, straight from the heart.
Welcome to Hard Way Wrestling. What is going on? It is our AEW All-In Review Show. I am joined today with three of the most handsome people that you've ever seen. Great heads on them. I got Ricky. I got T-Bone. T-Bone, you're looking buff as hell.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Bro, you're looking big as shit. And beside T-Bone, we got Yambag Scotty. He's in the house today. Scotty,
Yam Bigelow.
Scotty, how was your weekend? Conan. Okay, yeah, Scotty, good. Good. Yeah, it's good to see you, Scotty. How did you guys? How was y'all's weekend? What'd you guys do this weekend? Rick?
I worked
I
Saturday.
drank a beer, and then I drank another beer,
But
and then I drank another beer, and then I
What?
slept, and then I went to work,
Oh,
and unfortunately had to do more work than I wanted to.
okay. And
And I missed AEW's pay-per-view because of
you saw some highlights, right?
I caught some highlights, but
That's the cheapest way of watching AEW paper.
yeah, but the pay-per-views are usually really good.
Well, this one wasn't bad. I never did hear how many they had. I never did hear the attendance, so maybe we'll have that.
I heard
tomorrow show.
50. I heard 50.
50? Okay.
Yeah.
So they're 25K less than what they had last year.
Yeah. And that's why it looked like I explained it to my wife because we watched the highlights and stuff. And I told her, I said, it's going to look empty when you only put 50 out of 80,000 in the building.
It did not look empty, though.
No, I mean, the pre-show and stuff looked empty from what I seen. And then the highlights from the show looked good. But yeah, but from what I saw in the beginning, it looked empty. And I
That's a
tried
lot
to
of-
explain to my wife, like, you got 25,000 some seats open.
30K cardboard cutouts probably cost Tony Khan a lot.
They were all of CM Punk.
They probably were. I
Definitely.
guess Tony Khan wasn't offering any fish and chips combos over there for tickets.
Most likely not. Scotty, did you enjoy the pay-per-view?
Come on, the kids.
Okay, good. I'm glad you had a good time, Scotty. Scotty, big AEW fan. Scotty, we'll get to you here in a little bit because I know you're going to have a lot of things you want to say about this pay-per-view. I know Scotty was excited to hear see this pay-per-view. So, there was 3 matches on the dark, right? What were we with the pre-show? What is
0 hour.
The 0
Yeah,
hour, right? Right, 0 hour. All right, so I missed the very first one because I was on my way home. But we had
Because people
private.
give zero fucks about it.
Right. There, everybody that was in this first 0 hour match was basically there was one dude that was worth a shit. It was Kyle Fletcher, right? The rest of it was Private Party, Dark Order, Anthony Ogogo.
It was
Scotty, I know-
catering table party.
Scotty-
Catering table party.
Yeah, Scotty, what do you think of Anthony Ogogo?
He sucks.
Okay, perfect. So we have Satnam Singh, Arya Davari, and Jay Lethal versus Top Flight, Leo Rush, Action Andretti, Tommy Billington, Kyle Fletcher, and Kip Sabian. The Top Flight group, Leo Rush, Action Andretti, they all went over in this. I did not get to see this match. Did you get to see it?
They're all cutouts of Yam Yam.
Yeah, I saw the match. Tom Beelington was about the only Dynamite Kid was about the only highlight that I really cared about.
He's
Like, I've been
actually not. You know, he was on Collision. He was on Collision.
Yeah.
He's not bad, right? He's not bad. He's
No, he's not. And he reminds me a lot of the original Dynamite Kid or Chris Benoit, because Chris Benoit patterned himself after the Dynamite Kid, anyways. So it was all move for move, pretty much.
size wise, he was a lot
Yeah,
smaller.
size wise, he's built just like him and everything. He looks just like him. A little too much of the flip flopping from all the tag teams for me. Too many guys. You know what I mean? Like for me, there was too many guys. I was confused because, yeah, we all know my situation.
It's too much flippity do die with AEW.
It's
Too
hard
many
to-
people for me to keep up with.
It's hard to keep track when you're into lettuce, right?
Yeah.
Then we had our second match. We had a mixed gender match: Willow Nightingale versus Tomo Ishii versus Chris Statlander, and
With,
Stokely-
not
with-
versus.
Sorry, with against Chris Statler and Stokely Hathaway. Scotty, big fan of Ishii. Might be a little delay there. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Willow Nightingale and Ishii end up taking out Stokely Hathaway and Chris Statlander. I'm gonna tell you, Chris Statlander, big. She's getting big. She's bigger than most of the guys in that very first opening match on 0 Hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Chris Statlander always looks good. Somebody also said Chris Benoit was mentioned. Were they talking about felonies or something? What were they talking about?
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say?
Austin said that they mentioned Chris Benoit.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Then we had our third match on 0 Hour: Dustin Rhodes, Sammy Guevara, Shibata, and the Von Erichs versus the Kingdom and Cage of Agony. This was actually not a bad match. I really like Dustin right now. Dustin is really, I don't know. When you tell Dustin he's old, he absolutely surprises you with everything he does. He's still
He does.
his power slam is really good still, and as vicious as the Cage of Agony is, man, boy, do they take a lot of L's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't watch Ring of Honor, so I don't know what they're doing on Ring of Honor, but man, I hope they're winning. Hope they're winning on Ring of Honor.
Jelly
Most of
Nutella.
that match was not.
Oh,
Jelly Nutella.
what was that, Scotty?
Jelly Nutella.
Joe Nutella. Okay, perfect. Right. So we're on the main show. We have I guess at the end of that, was it at the end of that match where Jamie Hayter showed up? When did Jamie Hayter show up? Right at the end of 0 Hour.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Saraya came out with her family at the end of that match. What a clusterfuck this was. Saraya has she has more people in her family than T-Bone does. So there was a ton of people come out on the stage. She gets in the ring. She's looking for her moment. I guess it was going to be on the microphone. And then Jamie Hayter shows
Thank
up.
God. She's back, baby.
Now, was it you or was it me? I thought for sure that it looked like Becky Lynch.
Yeah, that's what everybody was saying.
I
I
thought
was
it was. My kids even thought it was Becky Lynch.
Yes, a lot thicker than Becky Lynch. But yeah, when Jamie first came out, the way she was walking, the way she was moving towards the ring, she wasn't dressed as an Amish person, which kind of gave it away.
The red hair.
Yeah, that it wasn't Becky
Yeah.
Lynch. But what do you guys think of Jamie Hayter's return being on 0 Hour?
I mean, for the storyline, it makes sense because it was Saraya and Tony Storm that took her out for just over a year now. So
Yeah,
she's going to get her get backs at Saraya first, obviously.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Gonna need to have the Eye of Scotty with the scapegoat. We'll get to that.
It's not over.
Scotty, what did you think of Jamie Hayter coming back?
CM Punk.
Okay, CM Punk, perfect. Very insightful. Scotty's never been more insightful than today. I'm pretty sure.
No, he's a big AEW fan all of a sudden.
He's huge.
Yeah.
Yam Scotty is a huge AEW fan. So, so Jamie Hayter comes out, causes Saraya to lose her mind. I don't know if you guys caught the media scrum at the end of the night. But the very first person that came on, maybe the very first person, was Saraya, and she came out there dropping F-bomb after F-bomb. I mean, it made me.
They all do that on the media.
No.
No,
This
she
was
had
a
like people upset.
fuck you
Yeah.
and fuck this and fuck her, and like she was just going, this is my fucking moment and fucking.
Go back and watch it.
Oh wow!
That scrum is not getting monetized.
No, I guarantee
not
it.
a chance. Like she was dropping bomb after bomb after bomb, threatening people. I think she called what's RJ City. She called him Nigel. She was something. Jason can't even say Scotty is an AEW fan without chuckling. That's true. That's true. Scotty, we know you're a big AEW fan, right?
Conan.
Oh, there you go. See, he's a big AEW fan. So we miss Scotty when he's here, but we really like Yam Yam Scotty Bang. So anyway, we had our trip. They opened the night with the triple, the trios title ladder match. What was this called? This was like the London ladder match or something they were calling it.
Yeah.
So we had the Patriarchy versus the Bang Bang Gang versus Blackpool, the House of Black, and versus Pac and Blackpool Combat Club.
I guess he's the new member of the Combat Club.
Yes and no, and we'll get to that here a little bit. You remember Pac is one of the 13 that has a number one contendership for the heavyweight title. So
yeah,
I don't know how long he's going to stay with Blackpool Combat Club. But
Gauntlet Eliminator match.
This match wasn't ridiculous, but it totally surprised me. I thought for sure the Patriarchy would win, but then actions later on kind of, this totally makes sense. But the Patriarchy, who takes the pin here? Pac.
It's a ladder match.
Pac took a what was that? What is I'm prettier? What is
the kill switch?
The kill switch on the chair. It looked ridiculous. Ridiculous. And we thought that was going to be it, but it wasn't it. And I can't remember who took the pin here.
There's no pin. It's a ladder match.
Oh, okay, yeah. So Luchasaurus fails to stop Pac from climbing, and he climbs up. He climbs up and he gets pulls the titles down. Now Pac is part of the Trios Championship. So this shuts Pac up for 5 minutes. What do you think?
I mean, he had the Trios titles before with the Lucha Bros till his visa ran out.
Okay, who did? Pac. Oh, that's right.
Pac and Phoenix.
I completely forgot.
They got into the whole screwdriver thing with the Elite.
Death Triangle.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Death Triangle. Anyway, all the bullshit with Pac back and forth. I'm sure this keeps him quiet for a little while. All right, then we have after this match, we had Toni Storm versus Mariah May, in what I hope is going to be the final piece of this trilogy or this story between Mariah May and Toni Storm. Mariah May wins via pinfall. She hits a pair of running knees and the Storm Zero to get the 3 count. There was a point where Toni Storm had the shoe. She was going to use the shoe. Every week, even though the shoe's not being used, it gets more and more blood on it. So I don't know. I don't know if she's painting her nails when she's holding her shoe in her hand. But she failed to use the shoe. She refused to use the shoe, and that let Mariah May get the advantage and take this pin and become your new women's world champion. Not heavyweight, because we don't fat shame on here. Scotty, what do you think about this not being a heavyweight title for the women? Why do you think it should be? Why do you think it shouldn't be a heavyweight title for a woman? Go ahead, Scotty. I mean, it's fine, Scotty. Go ahead and give us your answer.
I think he's speechless this time.
He doesn't want to talk about the women. He's on here. Nothing. He's got nothing.
He's got nothing right now.
Wow. Okay. All right. My shoe. Okay. We tried, Scotty. We can't keep going to you, Scotty, if you're not gonna. You're not gonna. So I need you to get involved here. Then we had We came from what probably should have been the bathroom match of the night to the absolute bathroom match of the night. Chris Jericho versus Hook for the FTW Championship. Please, Lord.
Hi.
Hi. Scotty, what do you think of? You think Chris Jericho should retire after this match?
He's old. He sucks the life out of everybody. He needs to go.
You're right, Scotty. You're absolutely right. This match was god awful. It was the shortest match of the night, but it seemed like it would never fucking end. It just seemed like it would never end.
I mean,
The
from
best
what
part
I
of- Go ahead.
from what I read in the results and a couple clips I saw, it happened pretty much as I expected, with it being a 3-on-1 against Hook, and then Taz would finally have enough of it and get involved.
Yeah, that was the best part of the night where Taz put the Taz mission on
The Bad Apple.
yeah, the Bad Apple, and they ended it with Chris Jericho tapping out. Scotty, I know you're a big Jericho fan. Who would you like Jericho to have it as his next opponent?
Retirement.
No retirement. How about Pockets? Right? Pockets would be the one that you want to.
Tony Khan's little boy Pockets.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. That's more like it. There you go, Scotty. Now you're getting involved, Scotty. All right.
Conan.
Oh, there you go. Back. Okay, you got to know when to be quiet, Scotty. You know, I'll ask you the questions. You know, I'll come to you when I'm ready for you to talk. So, after that, we had probably the even worse match: Young Bucks, the champions, versus FTR and the Acclaimed.
Keep them on the kids. The Hardly Boys.
There you go. Thank you, Scotty. The Young Bucks retain via pinfall. Nicholas Jackson hit Dax Harwood with a belt shot. Harwood kicks out, and two EVP triggers seal the pinfall for Matthew. Sorry, Matthew Jackson.
Super kick party.
At some point, someone's got to take these belts off the EVPs, right?
It's obviously not going to be FTR.
I don't. The trios division seems to be a bit more interesting than the tag division
Absolutely.
in AEW. So,
And I blame that on the Young Bucks.
yeah, you blame that on the Young Bucks.
Yep.
You and Scotty agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Scotty,
so.
you agree with T-Bone?
Conan.
There you go. Okay. All right, we're gonna move on. We had the Casino Gauntlet match. Now, to me, this was good. This was almost probably the best match of the night. This was real close. This Casino Gauntlet match. We had. Let me get to some of the people that were.
The rest of the catering table.
Yeah, this is the rest of the catering table. We had Nigel McGuinness, his comeback.
I
Right,
saw
Nigel-
that.
It was actually he was really good. He's really good. We had Christian Cage show up. The debut of Ricochet in this match, which was weird. I don't know why they would.
I hate a debut in a match like this where they're not going to win.
Well, we didn't slip and fall off the top rope, and
That is true.
that is super important. Huxley and Austin Blackthorn to beat the Young Bucks. That'd be a good one.
Book it.
O'Shea. Got it. Yeah. So Nigel McGuinness. We get a Double J. Jeff Jarrett was in this match also. We had a hell of a I forget who he hit, but Double J hit smashed somebody with a fucking guitar. It was
He always does.
pretty fucking gross. Luchasaurus choke slams aren't
Ugh.
leading to a cage victory. Luchasaurus, which when they announced it, when they didn't announce him, his music hit, it said Luchasaurus on the screen. So I don't know if that was a typo or they meant to do that, but Christian Cage was not happy about Luchasaurus coming down. And then Luchasaurus grabbed Christian Cage by the throat. I was like, here we go. We're getting a choke slam. Luchasaurus is going to be one of the number one contenders for whatever belt he wants. And then Kyle O'Reilly comes in, grabs Kyle O'Reilly by the throat, choke slams him, puts him down, picks up Christian Cage, throws his lifeless body on top, and Christian Cage wins the contract. That I guess that's their version of the Money in the Bank.
It just said a future world title shot. Like it's not like anytime, anywhere.
At some point, there's going to be more. There's going to be more title shots, and there's going to be belts. Right? I know it's hard to believe because there's 300 different belts.
Gauntlet match.
Yeah, gauntlet match for combine them all.
Gauntlet eliminator.
Okay. We had MJF versus Will Ospreay. Now, earlier in the day, MJF complained that someone stole the Dynamite Diamond ring. So I was waiting for that to really play into last night's story, but it did not. Daniel Garcia makes his return to a massive ovation. So we're not getting Daniel. Scotty, you do it too. Go Scotty. Go Scotty. Okay. All right. He's always smiling. He's a happy guy. Anyway, Daniel Garcia shows up, Daniel Garcia makes his return to a massive ovation, could potentially I guess he's re-signed, and we'll get a future match out of him and MJF. But he causes MJF to be distracted. We got a what's the elbow? The hidden blade. He hit it with the hidden blade, and then him with the Tiger Driver. He pulled out the Tiger Driver, and I can see exactly why nobody wants to take that fucking move.
Yeah, that's scary.
Gross.
That is definitely scary. I saw the highlight of that, and I was like, "Oh my god!"
Yeah, yeah, pretty pretty gross.
Yeah.
Anyway,
not much margin for error.
Will Ospreay becomes your new U.S. or American heavyweight champion.
Amerinational.
Amerinational. But wait, it gets worse. He would not take the belt. And who grabbed the belt, the old belt, and brought it into the ring?
Daniel Garcia.
Nope, not Daniel Garcia. Not Daniel Garcia. Say it.
The Fallen Angel, Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels grabs the old International Continental Breakfast belt and hands it to him, and he is now down with America, I guess. You know, we don't like
thought
America.
that title was only defended at Denny's.
I mean, it should be. It honestly should be.
I've done lost track of the titles.
I'm disappointed. I loved MJF's gear. They say it was like an homage to Lex Luger.
Yeah.
But it was more like Clever Lang, right? From Rocky. Yeah, that's what it looked like when he had the. I actually thought he borrowed that from what's the girl from the Latin LWO?
Zelina.
It looked like one of Zelina's gears. So, but anyway, Will Ospreay gets back the international title, saves Europe from America once more. So maybe should have tried to do that with the Braxis. Anyway, what are we doing with Daniel Garcia now that he's back? Right into a program.
Yeah, he's gonna go up against MJF.
Yeah.
MJF took him out.
Absolutely.
How soon will we find out that Daniel Garcia has that ring?
At all. What's the next pay-per-view in a couple weeks? All Out.
America's Diner. What is the next pay-per-view? I don't even know.
It's All Out. It's in like a couple weeks.
A couple weeks? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I think it'll be there.
Yep. And then this keeps MJF away from all the titles, and this keeps Daniel Garcia away from all the belts at the moment. You know what I mean? The whole different storyline. They can't be one of the 91 number one contenders, right?
or the 87 champions.
Yeah, or the 87.
Scotty, do you think that they should have took this belt off of MJF already?
CM Punk.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. We had Mercedes Moné versus Dr. Britt Baker. This match was not very good.
That's what Brian Hardy said when in the chat. I was not surprised.
He was like, it was.
That's who I heard from too. Brian said it wasn't no good.
Yeah,
I mean, you got Britt Baker, who's wrestled one match since she's been back, and Mercedes Moné, which is just garbage anyway. So
it looked they just looked off, right? They just looked off. And Mercedes Moné, I feel like she's a better wrestler than what she was, and I'd have to go back and watch it closer to see exactly where it went wrong or why it went wrong. It could have been at the beginning of at the first bell. I don't know.
The only thing I saw clip wise was Britt doing the Eddie Guerrero to get Camille thrown out.
That was actually a pretty funny spot, which confused me because as a referee, T-Bone, when that Eddie Guerrero spot happens and you turn around and the opponent is laying in the ring and the other person is holding a chair, what happens?
It's usually a DQ.
Thank you. It's a disqualification. There was a
Yeah.
lot of that. The referees are just do what the fuck they want. I wish they'd all wear cutoff sleeves like T-Bone.
Well, I mean, in the beginning of AEW, Chris Jericho got onto these young guys about the referees should mean more than what they do in AEW, and it seems like they're still going into that. They're not letting the referees like have full control of the match. The referee's supposed to be the law, right? You know, he's supposed to be there to be the
Until
law.
Jonathan Cross comes to town.
Well,
Yeah, because then he's got that mean right hook.
he does got to meet. Actually, it was his left.
Oh, left hook. Sorry, my
No,
bad.
you don't want the
Hey,
right.
I didn't
You don't
see
want
it.
the
I didn't
right.
see it coming. I didn't see it coming.
You got 30% of the left. Oh shit. Anyway,
Love it.
we still talking about Mercedes.
Unfortunately,
That was a good spot, but again, you're right about the referee. The referee stuff is a mess in AEW. The counting, they count. I don't know if they're supposed to count to 10 or 20. I don't even. I don't even
I
know if
thought
they're
it was
supposed to count to 10.
45 because they stay in the ring anyways.
The
You know,
fall,
with the new flag and shit.
the false finishes sometimes, unless it's two really good. Like Rick Knox is horrible.
yeah.
Aubrey was not great last
The only
night.
thing that could have saved that match with Sasha and them would have probably if they would have lit some sparklers from the four corners like the exploding barbed wire match.
The best comment of the night. T-Bone 100% would call for a DQ because he thinks DQ means Dairy Queen.
I didn't hear that. What was that?
Austin
Read it.
Blackthorne says T-Bone would 100% call it DQ because he thinks DQs mean Dairy Queen. Ring the bell. Give me a blizzard.
I'd actually like a McFlurry, please.
Our ice cream machine's broken.
That's for sure. Scotty, when you go to Dairy Queen, what do you usually get when you go to Dairy Queen?
The 2 cheeseburger meal.
Okay, what number is that? What
It's
number?
number 9.
Number 9. You sure it's not number 7? I'm pretty sure it's number 7.
No,
Okay, it's
That's-
not.
that fat asshole Austin Blackthorne said the number 7's the 6-piece.
Okay, well that's probably right. Austin knows his McDonald's menu. We had Jack Perry, the scapegoat, versus Darby Allin in a coffin match. I actually enjoyed this match. I thought Jack Perry was great in this. There was a spot where
He's not over.
okay, Scotty, just let me finish, Scotty, before you go into how bad how much you don't like Jungle Jack Off. Death Fuck, see you at 9 p.m.
Judy Bagwell in a forklift match.
Oh shit. Anyway, there was a spot where he had duct taped Darby's hands together. Then he took Darby's belt off and hit him with it. He took belt. I really thought we were getting some kinky shit going on. He pulled that belt off and he just kind of whipped him, but it was kind of like hey.
I didn't get to see that. That would have been hilarious.
It wasn't.
I was losing it during the clip where he pulls the bag of glass out and dumps it, and the pop he got from that
Yeah, real
was
glass.
so good.
Real
Oh, my.
glass. So he basically throws Darby off the stage to a table.
That McDonald's menu again.
His hands are tied, his feet are tied, so that was a nice little bump there. Then he drags the coffin over. He takes Darby. He puts Darby in a body bag. He leaves the top of the body bag open. That was nice of him to let Darby breathe. He drags the body bag over, puts him in the coffin. And then Darby sits up like a fucking zombie there's blood on Zombie. There's blood on Darby, and he's like, "Ugh." Do you remember that? Do you remember that part in Ace Ventura where he was stuck in the back of a rhino and he came out the rhino's ass? This is exactly what it looked like, and I will splice two pictures together at some point and put them on Facebook and show you the difference. It looked like he was trying to get out of his body bag.
Oh, I would have loved it.
He took another shot to the head. I think it was a stomp or whatever.
How is he not dead yet?
I don't know, but he did a coffin drop with his hands tied. He just falls on. He just doesn't give a fuck. He took like right at the beginning of the match. He did some sort of front flip off the top rope and landed landed right on his back. I don't. That would have been me. Like I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But Jack Perry wins. Darby loses his first coffin match. It had to happen sometime. Do you think they had him lose because they're going to give him a push somewhere else, maybe for that world title?
I mean, everybody else is getting one, so why not?
I think that's what they're aiming for.
Darby does have one. Meltzer reported that they were looking to push him for a heavyweight title run. So we'll see. Anyway, I didn't think this match was bad at all. I like Jack Perry right now.
Yes, doing excellent work.
Again, Ricochet made his debut in that gauntlet match. That was it. I'm looking here now. I think it was Double J hit Hangman in the head with that guitar, split him up for trying to grab onto his wife. So, final match: the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson versus Swerve Strickland.
Did he come out to the final countdown?
He did come out to the final countdown.
Oh yeah, then you know he's winning.
That's awesome.
Brie Bella, Birdie, and whatever the other kid's name is, were in the front row. Bryan was busted open in this match. Bryan sells so well. Like, he looks like he's dead. Legit looks like he's dead. He's like staring off like his soul is leaving his body. So
yeah, you kind of forgot about the getting ready to light Darby on fire and then Sting comes up to save the day.
My bad.
Sting return.
Yeah, they dumped cat piss.
Sting!
They dumped cat piss or something on top of Darby and his
real
bag.
cat piss.
Real cat piss. Dumped it on there. Was getting ready to light it, and Sting shows up. Sting comes down. The worst paint job that Sting ever could have had. Sting has since March. Sting has aged 20 years. Right? Steve Borgen is, or Steve, whatever his last name is. Borden, whatever, has aged 25 years. He got in, hit the double Stinger drop, Scorpion Death drop, and then they got out of there. Thanks for being retired, Sting. You're back already. I didn't think it would take long. Yeah. Anyway, Stinger came and saved his boy.
Maybe they're going to win the tag titles and then relinquish them again.
Well, they seem to be the only ones that can beat the Elite.
Yeah.
So
He likes being on the road away from his wife.
is that what it is?
Yeah, he don't like being at home hearing her nag.
All right, so the Swerve.
He must have a coughing dishwasher then.
Now his smokes a little more than mine.
The Swerve Strickland match, there was a lot of great false finishes here. There were a lot of weird stuff going on with the cameras, the camera angles, the camera cuts was real weird in this. There was a part where Daniel Bryan was on his knees and he was taking these kicks. He was taking these shots from Swerve, and he's on his knees and he's looking at Brie and he's like, "I love you." And the camera cut away from it, so you didn't really see it all the way. If you weren't paying attention, you missed it. And they just kept cutting back and forth. And he was, as Swerve is beating the shit out of Bryan, he's getting fired up and he's like, "I'm sorry. I have to do," like, he is talking to Brie as he's getting his shit kicked in. And then he just goes absolutely fucking crazy. Starts beating the shit out of Swerve, throws Swerve in the corner, hits him with that berserk knee, or whatever they call it. What does he call it? The berserker knee,
Psycho kick or
psycho
something.
kick, whatever. Hits it with the knee, and Swerve just brushes it off. Hits Swerve. Swerve hits Brian a couple more times. Goes for pin. False finish. Brian kicks out. How did it end? Hit him with one more of those knees. And then I think he ended up. He ended up tapping him out.
He tapped him out.
Yeah, he tapped him
Well,
out.
no,
He put him in his crossface earlier, and Swerve did not tap out. He gets him.
Was that the one where he went for the swerve stomp and he rolled him into like a Boston crab and then turned it into the label lock or whatever?
He wrote that. That was
a sick,
pretty good transition.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting half the shit because it was yesterday, but it was
too much salsa.
Yeah. No, I didn't drink a thing yesterday. I should have. That's for next weekend. Anyway, it was a great match. It was a really good match, and we all kind of knew. I don't think anybody of us in Fantasy League thought that Brian was losing this match. I think we all thought the build to this match where he was like, "Yeah, I'm retired. This is it. After this, I'm not coming. I'm gonna go get neck surgery. I'm here, go for home for my family. Blah 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 blah." We knew that Brian was gonna win this. This was a good match, and if there's anybody in this industry that deserves to be a world champion, and nobody deserves to be anything in wrestling, this guy's a worker. This guy doesn't cause trouble. He does what he has to do. He's willing to put people over, and it is definitely Bryan Danielson's time. I think this is awesome. He won this title.
I love it. I think it's great. I love Bryan Danielson. I've watched him in WWE. I watched him in Ring of Honor back when he was the original American Dragon first time around. I loved his work even back then. So it's awesome to see him finally get the big win at AEW.
Yeah.
I thought for sure it might be time, but then again, yeah.
A lot of times they bring these guys in, and I was afraid they were going to do that to Ospreay. They catapult these guys right to the top of the card. And Daniel Bryan was happy Bryan Danielson was just happy being where he was and doing what he was doing. He was working with Moxley and working with Wheeler Yuta. And you could see the Wheeler Yuta.
It was the less is more concept because the very few rivalries that he did have were very, very good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they bring back the hemp belt. I really do want them to bring back a hemp belt. I'm the only one that besides.
Are you going to buy one?
Yes, if they bring it back, I'm buying one. If they bring it back, I'm buying one.
I'll introduce you to a good belt maker.
What's that?
I'll introduce you to a good belt maker.
Well, there's Packy belt makers.
No, guy makes mine.
I was just laughing because we were talking about that the other day about that conversation that was on one of your podcasts about the Packy guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Pretty funny. You got a local belt guy?
No.
Oh, okay.
I go through Capgo championship belts.
Oh, okay. No, I want the real thing. I want to be able to light the end of it. I need a woodworker. That's for sure. Scotty, what did you think of this pay-per-view overall?
Blah, blah, blah. CM Punk.
Okay, well, Scotty.
Pocket.
But anyway, on a scale of 1 to 5 of AEW matches or AEW shows, definitely not as good as last year's All In. I would give it probably a 3, like right in the mid. I mean, it wasn't overwhelming. The returns were okay. It was nice seeing Jamie Hayter. I hated it being on the 0 hour, where most likely she's going to be on shows that no one's going to watch anyway. So I guess it all means
they'll probably put her on fucking Rampage or Collision.
She'll be on Fridays.
Against Harley Cameron and Soraya.
I'm okay with her wrestling Harley Cameron.
Yeah, me too.
So anyway, that's our review show. Maybe next time we'll get everybody to watch it. It's okay.
I'm a broke bitch.
It's okay. I know Scotty watched it, and Scotty couldn't really be here today. I know you guys are think that is Scotty, but that is not Scotty. I know what you're thinking. You've been hearing from Scotty the whole show, but it's not Scotty. It's actually Ricky throwing his voice. So
Turn in.
yeah, well, that might have been Scott. That might have, maybe it is Scott. I don't know. Scotty Yambag. So
County Con's got another 8 ball.
Now that is Scotty.
That is definitely Scotty. Wait a minute. I hear this is definitely Scotty. Scotty, your phone's starting to act up. Oh, we lost him. Scotty, we lost him.
Damn it.
He's gone. He's gone. Oh, he's back. Okay, he's back. He
Did
put
he
the
turn
ice
upside
back.
down?
Yeah. I wish I could turn him upside down. Actually, I can. I won't though.
Hey, listen.
Anyway.
Everybody check out In the Doghouse tonight at 9 p.m. Got the USW Tag Team Champions on tonight. Huck Sawyer and Austin Blackthorne. The USW Tag Team Champions. In my show tonight.
That is going to be a good interview. Do you think Huck will have internet?
I hope.
I mean, he's up in the woods.
Maybe Austin's got him somewhere together.
Okay.
And they got internet.
Austin
We'll find out
Blackthorne and Huck Tua.
Huck Tua.
Tua. That's messed up.
All right. Well, we'll all watch that. Make sure you guys send me that link, and I will make sure I'll put it in the. We'll put it in the body of the YouTube here, and then make sure everybody gets out there and watches that tonight at 9:00. It should be interesting. Is it Austin Blackthorne? Are you getting
9 o'clock?
It's
Right in the middle of Raw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the only time they were available.
God damn it.
I'll watch it on the way to work tomorrow morning.
You sure Blackthorne's going to have pants on? Because if he has a side window of Uncle Howdy's match, he's not going to be
Yeah. Oof.
not going to be
That
decent
9
for
o'clock
the
hour.
doghouse.
Well, I'm only going to keep him for a half hour, so it's not going to be a long show.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to have his full attention if Dexter Loomis comes on there. Oof.
Yeah.
That's right. Tonight it is.
It's Howdy versus Gable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Howdy versus Gable.
Yeah.
Should be a banger. They're gonna ruin this Uncle Howdy thing, aren't they? They're gonna ruin it.
Probably.
Yeah, they're gonna
Probably.
ruin it.
They're going to find a way to.
They'll book themselves into a corner.
Yeah, they're definitely going to. It's gonna be god awful. So anyway, as long as Austin got his mask, and nobody has to see his real face, we're good. So anyway, that's good to hear for Heartbreak Wrestling. We will be back tomorrow. We're gonna do a little Raw review tomorrow. We're gonna talk about Sid Vicious, the passing of Sid Vicious. He had passed away today. We'll definitely cover that a little bit tomorrow. T-Bone has got some thoughts on the whole Sid Vicious thing. The softball world is going to be very disappointed. Very, 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 very sad for the softball world because Sid Vicious was a big softball player. So anyway, that's good, dude. Here, Scotty, thank you so much for joining us. I know that you're. Oh man, he dropped out again. His internet shit. Anyway, it's worse than T-Bone's. Good lord. So anyway,
Still better than Brian Hardy's.
definitely better than Brian. Oh, wait a minute, he's back again. Okay, he came back. Thanks for coming back, Scotty.
Jelly
All right,
Nutella.
There he is. That's what I was looking for. All right, we'll see you guys tomorrow or next time.
On the hard way. Turn in.